In this video, I like to show you how to create the centroids for the D8 polygons and then extract the easting and northing, not the lat longs, but the easting and northing of the polygons so that you can readily calculate the distance from particular points. So what I have open here is the Toronto CSD, and each polygon is a dissemination area. Now, if you look at the attribute, so open attribute table of my DA file, you will notice that I have already joined with the census variables so that after I have extract the centroid and coordinates, I also include the variables in my table, which is readily exported to a CSV file for analysis. So to start with, it comes in two steps. The first step is to create the centroid points in each polygon. And then the second step is isolate or calculate the easting and northing of each point. So the first step, creating the point, is to go to Vector, the Geometry tool, and the first option is centroids. Click that. And the layer that I'm using here is the active layer that we have right now, Toronto DA in the census subdivision. I'll keep all the default setting, nothing to change, and then run. Close. You will see that now every polygon has a dot, zooming in downtown, and each dot corresponds to the geometry or geometric center of the polygon, which we call centroids, which you should know from one of your assignments before. So now if you look at the centroids and look at the attribute table, it retains all the information from census variables that we have attached to the original layer. So the density, population, median, personal income, and household income are also all included here. But it does not contain the easting and northing. That means the coordinates of the points. So the second step is now add the two columns, the X and Y, to denote or calculate the easting and northing, which is measured in meters. So close this. To do so, go to Processing, Toolbox, and search for Vector Table. And if you scroll down, go to the option that says Add XY Fields to the layer. Double click that. The box pop up. The input layer will be your point layer, which is the centroid, not the polygon layer, but the dots, centroids. Now, the tricky part here is we want to convert the coordinate system into something readily that will give you the easting and northing, which is measured in meters and not in degrees and minutes as in latitude and longitude. So click that, pick the option that says ND27 UTM zone number 17N. Now, Toronto is in the 17th zone. So UTM has many zones, so pick the one with 17. Why is that tricky? Because if this is the first time you are using this option or this particular command, the UTM zone projection coordinate system might not be readily available in the drop-down box here. So if that is the case, what you need to do is, you see the corner here that shows your coordinate system as EPSG 3347. So if you click that, go to the filter and search for NAD27 UTM zone 17N. You will find it as one of the options here. Remember, Toronto is in zone 17. If you choose other zones, it will be incorrect. If you are looking at Vancouver or looking at Montreal, they are in different zones. So come back to me and I'll tell you which zone they are in. So if you are looking at Toronto, we are looking at zone 17. Apply, okay. It won't affect your map at all. But if you double click your vector table, add XY fields to layer, you will see that option available here, ND27, UTM zone 17. So click that. You can add any prefix to your X and Y label, which is easting and northing. Well, maybe I'll just call it east. No, I don't need it. Because otherwise you need to specify separate column labels. Just leave it as is and run. Close. You see a new layer is added to your map. Right click to look at the attribute table. You will see an X and a Y column added to your original attribute table, and your X will be your easting and your Y will be your northing, and you can change the label later when you export it to a CSV file. So what you do is export, save feature as, choose it as a comma separated value, choose the directory where you want to save this file. Let me might as well just call it output, easting, northing. Save. There's nothing that we need to worry about, and click OK. So let me take a look at the file. Right now will be a read-only file because I'm opening it while the original creator, which is QGIS, is running. So you see this is the CSV file I have created with the easting and your northing. Now if you have the coordinates in easting and northing for your other locations, you can readily use it as your X and Y coordinate to calculate distance, because these are denoted or measured in meters as in your lab 1.